Hello, this is Miss Andrea with Not Another Homeschool Vlog. So, you know how I've been talking about starting a homeschool program for about 4 years and how I started it, and year one ended with COVID, and then year two was all online, and then year three we ended up losing our church location and having to float around, and then the end of year three we got a rental space and we're currently fixing it up. Yeah. So yesterday, I heard from someone who works through Homeschool Legal Defense that 16 Christian Hybrid Homeschools got served papers on Monday saying that they cannot open this coming school year without a certain certificates that will likely take 4 months to get approval. These are all being housed in Cobb County. I am not in Cobb County. I am in Gwinnett County. But the laws they are using to close these homeschool programs apply to the whole state. Will they affect me? No, because my class size is small and I don't take care of small children. We don't do a drop-off babysitting kind of thing. We literally just tutor and do training classes. We pretty much just teach history, so we aren't really that closely affected. Also, we are working steadily toward accreditation right now, so that shouldn't be a problem in the future either. But I will make sure that I follow up to see what certifications I need once I do hit accreditation, and I'm sure the whole accreditation process will take care of this. It's just super scary because this isn't the only problem. What's going on in Cobb County in general is the problem. So I'm going to share some of that with you. Cobb County School News. Yeah. So folks have just lost their minds in Cobb County. And there's just a lot of really racial things going on. They ran a teacher out of town because she was black, and they were afraid she might teach CRT. She hadn't. This guy on the board just decided to do an ethnicity study on his own accord so he can discuss what races were in the county schools. There's one that I'm looking for right now. They have divisive rules. They recently redistricted Cobb County schools, and that put all the black kids in 3 schools, and so black families are bouncing. They're just leaving Cobb County schools, and I think Cobb County freaked out and said we have to close their alternatives. At the end of the day, there will be a law that is currently being worked on. It will be passed. It's been hanging around since, I want to say 2009. Let's see. Yeah, they started working on it in 2009. And it is called Odd Safety Act, the Homeschool Pod or something. Security or Safety Act. It's a bill to be entitled an act to amend Code Section 20-2-690 of the Official Code of Georgia Annotated relating to educational entities and requirements for private schools and home study programs. which is what we are. So as to provide for the Learning Pod Protection Act, that's what it's going to be called. To provide for exemptions applicable to learning pods. Learning pods is a brand new term. Started with COVID, so I was surprised to see that in there. To provide for student attendance, to provide for administrative and judicial proceedings, to provide for severability, to provide for a short title, to provide for legislative purchase, to provide for definitions, etc., and so forth. So there are rules. The net of it, I did my research. There was nothing out there yesterday when the phone call started going around. So today I finally found it on the message board. And they are specifically targeting Christian homeschool co-ops, hybrid programs housed in churches. I was initially housed in church. It's easy to be housed in a church if the church will have you, because they have all the facilities there that have assembly, and the churches often see it as a ministry to house them there. But if that church doesn't also have licensure to run a child care and children are being dropped off, this is where they're getting in trouble. I don't take young children. I don't take anyone below middle school. And so that also saves my butt. But it's crazy that they can send all these cease and desist letters out to homeschool co-ops days before school started. And they probably knew that they were going to do this 4 months ago, but they chose to wait to keep them from starting their school year. So the Homeschool Legal Defense Association is on it. They may all start late this year, but I think they'll start. So yeah, I just wanted to update you on the information that a brand new homeschool program got yesterday, that we as a whole are being targeted to save the schools that aren't doing a good job to keep the kids. If you don't want kids to leave the schools, do better. So until next time.